On this episode of the Small Business Marketing Show, I share the 12 essential techniques of power networkers. You can find the Small Business Marketing Show online at smallbusinessmarketingshow.com.
You're listening to the Small Business Marketing Show, the place for dramatically different marketing ideas that get dramatic results. Coming to you from the worldwide broadcasting headquarters of the 1000 Small Businesses Project. Now, here's your host, Steve Gordon.
Okay, today let's talk about networking. Networking is a skill that nearly every business has to use on a daily basis to prospect and find new leads. And it's also a really critical skill for anyone who's in business to be able to work through a marketplace, work through a local community, and connect with the people that you need to connect with to be able to grow your business and to advance your career. Unfortunately, most of the people that I encounter out in the business community are not very good at networking. Over the years, I've observed some master networkers, and I've made notes on the things that they do differently than most people. And I've applied these techniques over the years with a tremendous amount of success. So today I want to share those with you. And there are 12 techniques that you can easily apply and master very quickly to improve the level of your networking, improve the speed with which you get networked to the people that you need to be in touch with to reach your goals, and actually make networking a whole lot of fun. So let's get started. Technique number one is don't try to sell. For most people, it really all ends tragically right here. They mistakenly will stroll into the industry conference or that Chamber of Commerce meeting with the idea that they need to find someone to sell to. Don't do it. It gives people the creeps, and frankly, it kills your real opportunity at these events, which is finding strategic partners. Okay, number two, give before you get. Don't go with your hand out empty-handed to your network. Not until you've made some deposits in your Goodwill account with the folks that you're trying to network with. You've got to build up your account first by giving referrals and by making connections within the folks in your network that add value to what they're doing. Number three, understand that it's network. I hate to say it, and I'll probably lose half of you listening to this right now, but power networkers work at it. They cut up the newspaper and the magazines and send articles to people that they're trying to connect with that would be of interest. They set aside time to think about who they know and how people in their network can help each other. And the bad news is that it does take some work, but the good news is that it's a really small amount of work and the yield is huge. You get big results from that little bit of work. So there's a lot of leverage there. Number four, be interesting. Everyone says that you need an elevator pitch, and you've got to use that when you meet someone at a networking event. It's that 30-second, hey, this is what I do, and here's all about me. But really, the way most people do this is just frankly boring. It puts you to sleep. You walk up to someone and they go, yeah, I'm Joe from, ABC Corporation, and we sell widgets. And after you've met 15 people in a night, you don't remember Joe. Everybody sounded the same. You've got to come up with something that is unique, something that is attention-getting. In a business that I had earlier, I had a partner who went around, and she was really effective at networking and connecting with people. And she would say that, well, I give good land, or I measure the earth. And those two sayings got people's attention. It was something that they'd never heard before. And she was able to turn that into the start of a conversation, and they always remembered her later. Okay, number five, set goals. Never attend a networking event without deciding how many strategic partners you're going to meet. If you're just starting out, commit to just two. What you'll do is you'll get to that event, and you'll mingle through the crowd talking to people. And when you find someone who is interested in what you're doing and asks you some questions, instead of just giving you their spiel about what it is that they do, and they show some genuine interest in you, you've got someone who could become a potential strategic partner. You want to find out a little bit more about them, what they do, a little bit about who they sell to and what they sell, and you want to make sure that they've got something that would likely be complementary to what you do, and that they're, at least in the general ballpark, talking to some of the same folks that you would be talking to. And those are your ideal strategic partners. So when you find two of them, you're good to go. You can walk out of that networking meeting and feel like you've accomplished your goal and go home and be happy. Number six, throw a Rolodex party. Networking and sales guru Greta Schultz, who is a good friend and one of my personal mentors, likes to say she throws Rolodex parties with all of her key contacts every few months. And what she does is she'll call up and say, hey, let's get together, bring your BlackBerry, bring your iPhone, let's just scroll through the names and compare notes and see who you know and who I know that we can connect each other to help us move along. Agree with your key contacts that you'll meet for lunch every so often, and everybody will bring all their contact lists, and you'll go through them and look for the common links that'll help each other. All right, number 7, be interesting. This is important. I know we talked about it earlier. It's so important. It's on here twice. All right, number 8, make it easy to refer to you. All right, you've gone to the networking event. You've found your strategic partners. You're meeting with them after the event, one-on-one, and your new strategic partner asks you, well, who's a good prospect for you? And you say, well, anybody that buys carpet. You have just completely killed your opportunity to get any referrals from that person because you haven't really painted a picture for them of who it is that fits exactly what you do, who is in your sweet spot. So instead, make a top 10 list of the people that you'd like to meet. Get specific down to the names of people, if you can, the names of companies, if you can't get to specific people, or the names of companies and the title of the person in the company that you're trying to reach. Doing that, you would be amazed at how quickly you will go through that entire list of 10 people. It's much easier for someone that you're working with where you're trying to help each other to look at a list and go, well, I know so-and-so, or, oh, I don't know that person at that company, but I know somebody else. Let me give them a call and see if we can get you a meeting. It just speeds the process up so much more because you're specific. So be very specific and make it easy to refer to you. Number 9, play matchmaker. Your job in networking is to match up the people who can do business with each other or who can refer business to one another. So spend some time each week and put it on your calendar to think about who you can match up with in your network and then make the introductions. And I suggest a minimum of 2 each week. Number 10, say thank you. If you get a referral or an introduction from someone, say thanks. Send a personal note. And hey, you get bonus points, at least for me, if you send cookies or a Starbucks card. Number 11, test your alliances quickly. Don't waste time with people who don't understand that networking is reciprocal. If you're giving and you're getting nothing in return, cut the relationship. Often you can determine how the relationship will go during the first conversation. If you're asking all the questions and your potential strategic partner doesn't show any interest in what you do and just wants to talk about themselves, just politely move on. All right, number 12, have a system. If you've listened to this show for very long, you know I am a huge believer in marketing systems. Systems win over everything else, and networking is no different. You've got to have a system for it. So make your life very easy and have a system for starting conversations, for meeting with partners the first time, for following up, and for making those introductions. Now, having a system doesn't mean that you have to be real rigid, but it means that you follow a defined set of steps. You'll be much more effective, your time will be used efficiently, and you won't be reinventing the mechanics of networking at every event you attend. So get out there, make the connections you need. Happy networking.
You've been listening to Master Marketer Steve Gordon. Steve invites you to discover his most popular marketing report ever, The 7 Deadly Marketing Sins That Will Kill Your Business. Visit 1000smallbusinesses.com/free gift and sign up to get instant access to this valuable resource. Go now to 1000smallbusinesses.com/free gift to claim your copy today.